Ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, and loved ones of the graduating class of 2015, please pull your attention to the center aisle. The Academy of Art University graduation ceremony is about to begin. And now the 2015 graduates. Please welcome Academy of Art faculty members. And finally, please welcome President Stevens, department directors, and distinguished guests. Will everyone please be seated? Before we proceed further, I would like to ask as a courtesy to all the graduates and their families that you please turn off the ringers on your cellular devices and please plan to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you. Academy graduate candidates, guests, and friends of the Academy, on behalf of the Academy Board of Directors, President Elisa Stevens, department directors, faculty, and staff, I would like to welcome you today to the Spring 2015 graduation commencement exercises of the Academy of Art University, San Francisco. I think it's totally fitting that we begin with a look at some of our 2015 graduates.
That's what you are.
Unforgettable, though near or far,
like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more
unforgettable in every way,
and forevermore.
and forevermore.
That's how you'll stay.
That's how you'll stay.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable
Thinks that I am unforgettable too. Someone been more unforgettable in every way, and forevermore. That's how you'll stay.
That's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible
that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Our invocation today is offered by the Reverend Monsignor Harry G. Schlitt, retired Vicar General of the Archdiocese of San Francisco.
It's a great honor for me to be here again among so many creative and artistic people. In the Latin language, the technical definition for creation is facere aliquid ex nihilo, which means to make something from nothing. That's what an artist does, making something from nothing. One of my mentors was once invited to a wedding, and as it went on and on, they ran out of wine. And his mother said to him, "Do something." And he could have argued. He could have said, "Well, send somebody down to Bevmo and get some more." But he made something from nothing. And you are all artists here today because you've taken your talents and used your time. And like this man, Jesus, who did something, a loving thing. He did a loving thing. You've done a loving thing for yourself by your work and your study. Your family and your friends who've supported you have done a loving thing for you to help you make something from nothing. I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day. I'd rather one would walk with me than merely show the way. You see, the eye's a better pupil and more willing than the ear. Counsel is confusing, but example's always clear. And best of all the teachers are those who live their deeds, for to see good put into action is what everybody needs. My prayer for you today is that you go and do something like a loving thing. God bless you all.
And now the President of Academy of Art University, Dr. Elisa Stevens.
Good afternoon to the graduating class of 2015. This is the first day of the rest of your lives as artists. And it's my privilege to be the first, but far from the last person to congratulate you. So congratulations to the class of 2015. Woo! Thousands of guests and supporters are here to honor your achievement. And you just heard them. They're the people who have helped you to this day with their encouragement and their love and their care. And they'll tell you that this is your day, and it is, but really it's their day too, their reward for all they've done for you. But I think they also deserve a big collective expression of your heartfelt thanks. Thanks to the parents and all the loved ones. Thank you. This is Diploma Day. Today we enshrine your achievement on a piece of paper and we award it to you, one by one, in front of your peers, parents, and friends. But the fact is, your achievements go far beyond that piece of paper. Your achievement represents progress, development, vision, and opportunity. You're already in possession of something of far greater value, something that you made all by yourself. I'm talking, of course, about your unique and authentic portfolio. That's the true measure of all you have done at the Academy of Art University. All you have learned, and yes, all that you have suffered. In this journey, you have learned how to grind to achieve creativity inside a portfolio. Your portfolio is what makes you special. It's what makes this university special. People outside the arts may not understand, but arts education isn't like other kinds of education, especially at the high level you have reached. It's part apprenticeship, part trial by fire. It's learning tradition and technique through imitation and repetition, and breaking new ground through experimentation and innovation. It's boldly going where few college students have gone before. It's nurturing the insistent, original vision that drives you as an artist and discovering how to express it with all your heart and soul. For artists, as you know, all that really matters is your work. That's why your work, virtually everything you've created while you've been here, has been put up on an easel, it's been put up on a wall, it's been screened, it's been put on a runway or on a stage. It's been put on display for your instructors and peers to respond, analyze, and judge. You have become uncomfortable with uncertainty in the age of innovation, and that's how you have suffered. But it's also how you have learned both your craft and, most importantly, the courage to pursue it. It's also a gift, pure and simple, from people who have put their hearts and souls into helping you develop and flourish as artists. They ask no thanks, but I think they deserve some anyway. And of course, I'm talking about the instructors at the Academy of Art University. And rather than asking them to rise and be recognized, let all of you and us stand to honor my leaders in innovation. Please rise to thank your faculty. You may be seated. With degree and portfolio in hand, you are now working artists, or at least you will be as soon as you land that first job. I won't say that you're finished artists, and if you're lucky, you'll never be finished as artists. The beauty of the career you've chosen, or more likely that has chosen you, is that artists are never finished learning, grinding, and growing. So with this beginning, with this commencement of everything you have equipped yourself to do, it's time to get out of here and to do it. Just don't be a stranger. Let us say farewell today, but not goodbye. As I trust you have learned during your time with us, artists need each other. They inspire each other. In the best sense, they irritate each other. They make each other better. And together they rise to new heights and open new frontiers in their fields. That's our wish and our hope for every member of the community that makes up the Academy of Art University, the Urban Knights. As the newest members of the Academy of Art University Alumni Association, you are all official lifetime contributors to our community. Every year we travel the country promoting the best of our Academy of Art University graduates. We also showcase your talents to top firms and internationally known brands at the Academy's annual Spring Show event, which is on display right now in San Francisco. And it is our way of getting you connected. We hold alumni events in thriving metropolitan areas, providing our grads the opportunities to network with fellow artists, designers, and industry leaders. Your job now is to bring your skills, artistry, and expertise to the world of design. The world is hungry for creativity and craft, and you will feed that hunger. When this happens, success happens. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Now we'd like to show you some of our outstanding students' work from this past year. The Doctorate of Humane Letters is the highest degree conferred by this university. This year we are honoring an exceptional individual who has enriched our community, enriched the world of art and design, and enriched the world in which we live. Today we honor a man who has been called the father of Hong Kong design, but whose clients span across the world. Born in Austria, Henry Steiner escaped Nazi Germany's annexation, emigrating to the United States with his family in 1939. After graduating from Hunter's College, Mr. Steiner earned his master's degree in graphic design at Yale University under the influential designer and instructor Paul Rand. Following Yale and a year in New York's Madison Avenue, Steiner won a Fulbright scholarship to study in France at the Sorbonne. This exposure further developed his sensibilities and his work. Returning to New York, Mr. Steiner became the design director for a new English language supplement publication called the Asia Magazine, to be circulated all over Asia. In 1961, he came to Hong Kong to spend 9 months overseeing the magazine's marketing, design, and launch, and he never left. Mr. Steiner started his own company in 1964. Since then, Steiner and Company has become one of the world's leading branding design consultancies. Major clients include Hong Kong Jockey Club, Hong Kong Land, Millennia Singapore, Standard Chartered Bank, and numerous other hospitality, finance, and retail brands. Along the way, Henry Steiner has garnered many honors and awards. To cite just a few, he was named a World Master by Japan's Idea magazine. He received the Golden Decoration of Honor from the Republic of Austria and the Design for Asia Lifetime Achievement Award by the Hong Kong Design Center. Mr. Steiner is co-author of Cross-Cultural Design, Communicating in the Global Marketplace, which was published in 1995. The monograph, Henry Steiner, A Designer's Life, was published in 1999. Let's take a moment to look at some of the highlights from Mr. Steiner's remarkable career.
When Henry arrived in Hong Kong in 1961, corporate identity, or branding as we know it today, did not exist. What Henry brought to Hong Kong was his training at Yale under Paul Rand in the emergent profession called graphic design.
Henry was particularly well suited to finding the creative potential in this crossroads of East and West. In the 60s and 70s, Hong Kong grew exponentially as a center of finance, tourism, and trade, and Henry's reputation as the father of Hong Kong graphic design grew with it. Henry's work explores contrasts, both visual and cultural, between East and West, highbrow and lowbrow, old and new, making him a pioneer of cross-cultural design. From the richly illustrated banknotes in the wallets of its residents to building signs that light up the skyline at night, the influence of Henry Steiner upon contemporary Hong Kong cannot be overstated. Henry's success is doubtless due in large measure to his character and attention to detail. His prolific career reflects his boundless energy and curiosity.
Henry Steiner, please rise to receive the degree of Doctorate of Humane Letters.
Henry Steiner, we are profoundly moved by your contribution to the world of art and design. And by virtue of the authority granted by the charter to the Academy of Art University from the state of California and the powers vested in me by our governing board, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, and thank you for your contribution to the arts.
In college, I was initially undecided between majoring in art or literature, and decided it was much easier to draw one picture than to write 1,000 words. So I chose the art stream. At Hunter College in those days, some of the cream of the New York School of Abstract Expressionist painters were our teachers. But except for one class in printmaking, and for reasons not understood at that time, I felt uncomfortable with painting. In my senior year, the printmaking teacher was assigned to discuss post-graduation work with me. We agreed I had no future as a painter. So he asked me, what had I enjoyed doing at college? I told him it was the extramural activities like art editing the college newspaper, magazine and yearbook, creating posters, designs for school plays, the sets, that is, etc. My mentor said, you know, I also teach printmaking at Yale in a new department of the art school. Why don't you come up and study graphic design? I replied, sure. What is it? You see, at that time, the only term I recognized was commercial art. What had been a craft, albeit one that traced its lineage back to Gutenberg and even further back to inscriptions on Trajan's column in the Roman Forum, was by the 1950s morphing into a sort of profession. But is graphic design a profession? I'd like to explore this question with you. For me, a real profession is one where you have to have a license or other formal recognition because malpractice could have serious consequences. It is said that while a doctor's mistakes are buried, those of a lawyer are left hanging from the gallows for all to see. Incompetent graphic design may keep the shredding machine busy, get you lost in a strange city, result in migraine headache, or, at its very worst, as happened in Florida in 2000, due to typographically confusing ballots, lose a presidential election. But nobody suffers physical damage. Incidentally, there is some confusion about the distinction between design as art or craft, which was defined by Alan Fletcher, a classmate at Yale, as follows. A designer tries to solve his client's problems. A painter tries to solve his own problems. We're designers, not artists. Like most of us, I prefer to receive assignments, not to create them. This explains my discontent and discomfort with painting mentioned earlier. I have no message to inflict on the world. I love to communicate problems for others. I should point out that this idea of art as something elevated, dreamed up by inspired individuals following their passion, has only been around for the last 150 years or so. Before that, artists worked to order. They were hired to do portraits, landscapes, murals. Like a taxi, they didn't start moving until the meter was on. One of the few criticisms made of Paul Rand was that he didn't look for clients, but rather for a patron. The implication was that, like many of the designers in the 30s and 40s, he had a personal style which he wanted to apply to new projects. The big shift in 50s design was away from a consistently painterly style. Designers formed in that period prided themselves on not being recognizable, on not repeating themselves. Their satisfaction came from analyzing a client's specific communication problem and coming up with a solution not resembling anything they'd created before. Can you picture a doctor who prescribes 2 aspirins a day to every patient she sees, no matter what the complaint? You get the analogy with a designer who pushes some variant of the same style on every client. The joy of design for me is in the new challenges, in the surprises. Ideally, the design solution reflects the client's personality, not mine. The designer-client relationship is a symbiotic one, and there are 2 ways of visualizing it. One is to compare it with the structure of our brain. I'm sure you know about the functions of the left and right hemispheres. The left, in computer language, is a serial processor, while the right is a parallel one. Or, put more simply, the left is numbers and the right is music. Another image is that of the Tai Chi, or yin-yang symbol, the central visual element in Taoism. It stands for light-dark, hot-cold, male-female, plus-minus. The key concept is of a reciprocal relationship. Those teardrop shapes need each other. Designers tend to be right-brained, while our client's more dominant hemisphere is on the left. Once you grasp this fact, you realize the supreme importance of communication between the 2. Our clients tend not to be thrilled by shapes and colors. We must express to them the reasoning behind a design solution in the form of a story, which gives the concept underlying the proposal. Sometimes, and this should be our little secret, we might make up the story after creating the design. Now, this is not actually dishonest. Most creatives find out their true purpose after the fact. I'm sure you've had hints of how your subconscious can be working away even when you're not. Another virtue of a story behind the design is that it gives the client something easy to tell their board or spouse when asked for an explanation. There's another little secret. Most of our best ideas come from the client. There should be no shame or guilt attached to this revelation. Like a management consultant or a psychoanalyst, we probe deeply and listen attentively to our clients. Our recommendations then come from an insightful approach to their individual problems. It is from delving sensitively into our client's story that we might uncover the idiosyncratic, the quirky, the fresh ideas they themselves didn't appreciate before. I'd like to think design is a profession. My father was a dentist. My mother a seamstress, sample maker on Manhattan's 7th Avenue. It's in my DNA, and design's been good to me. Still, as a profession, it's a modest one. useful but not terribly prestigious, somewhere between an architect and a tailor. In closing, two more insights which express some of what I've tried to convey, but more eloquently and succinctly. One is from Howard Luck Gossage, called the Socrates of San Francisco, and a giant of creativity in advertising. If you're stuck with a lemon, make lemonade. And from Bill Bernbach, another authentic madman who carried a slip of paper in his pocket to client meetings on which was written, "Suppose he's right." Like yin-yang, or the left and right brain, remember, we and our clients may be different, but we're on the same team. My thanks to Elisa Stephens, Mary Scott, Phil Hamlet, and especially Gladys Palmer for the warm, gracious hospitality. Also to the graphic design students for their inspiring work. I enjoyed your company and wish you challenging and rewarding careers.
Each year, the Academy is proud to recognize outstanding alumni for their contribution to art and design. The Distinguished Alumni Award is awarded to these alumni for their leadership, integrity, success, and significant commitment to creative excellence and innovation. Antonio Martins already had a successful career in hotel management. When he decided to follow his muse and pursue residential and commercial interior design at the Academy of Art University. Upon graduation with his master's degree, Mr. Martins started his own company. His very first project was for the Grand Hyatt, Tampa Bay in Florida. Mr. Martins has also lent his talents to the Academy of Art University as an instructor. Let's meet our 2015 honoree, Antonio Martins, Architecture, Interior Architecture and Design, MFA 2004.
The story starts with Era uma vez menino, which translated into English is once upon a time there was a little boy who drove his mother crazy. I would just move furniture around, rearrange things in the house. Unfortunately, that's not true. I had a very normal childhood, born in Portugal, raised in Brazil, one of 8 kids, only one sister. And I think the whole creative interior design thing came much later, probably towards my teens. And at that time, I already wanted to be an architect or a designer, but I couldn't draw. And I think was more kind of, you have to be a doctor or an attorney or an economist, and I always say a good boy from a good family in Portugal cannot really be a designer. So I started doing the School of Economics in Rio, and at the same time working at Le Meridia Copacabana, which back then was a great hotel right in front of Copacabana Beach, and slowly falling in love with the hotel business. Until a point that my father said, that's really what you love, finish economics, and then you'll go to Switzerland to do École Hôtelière de Lyon. And for me was that leaving Brazil and going to study overseas and studying in French, and really was the beginning of my worldly career. So I went to Switzerland, I did a 3-year degree, and my first job was to go to Hong Kong, Grand Hyatt Hong Kong. And within 2 years I was director of catering, creating the most beautiful events, and I started designing these incredible weddings with flowers flown in 3 planes from Holland, and etc. And that really brought that design back. At the same time that we all see the glamour of the beautiful photo shootings and the beautiful houses we work, also there is the other side, the accounting, the management, and the business part. And that's really important, that I was lucky to have worked in hotel business before, I had economics, and that's the main challenge to our business, is to have that balance between being a great designer but also a business person if you want to work on your own and if you want to manage your projects. And I think another point that I was very lucky was to have seen the world, to learn the business parts to make that both balance in a perfect sync.
Antonio Martins, please rise to receive your award. Congratulations on your contributions to art and design. The Graduate Valedictorian Award is given to this year's spring graduate student with the highest academic achievement. Please welcome Master of Fine Arts valedictorian Leslie Matthews, Web Design and New Media.
Good afternoon, graduates. I've been trying to calm my nerves a little bit, so I was imagining that each of you was an adorable golden retriever puppy. You're all very cute. So I want everyone to take a few seconds and think back over everything that life has thrown at you over the years you've spent here at the Academy of Art. For me, it's taken 4 years to get to graduation day. During that time, I worked a full-time job as a graphic designer, taking classes part-time. I moved twice. I experienced the end of a relationship that left me with a broken heart. I lost my housing and spent 4 months commuting from my hometown of Santa Cruz to San Francisco, sleeping on friends' couches every week so I could continue going to class. I traveled internationally by myself for the first time. I spent a year in therapy. I mended my broken heart and I fell in love again. My parents separated. I quit a job I'd held for almost 6 years, and most recently, I started a creatively fulfilling and challenging new one as a UX/UI designer. The details of my life are probably not the same as yours. If they are, please come find me after the ceremony. But I'm willing to bet that the themes of my life are very similar to yours. There was heartbreak, struggle, triumph, and joy. We each arrive here today having jumped over our own unique set of hurdles. Many of us are students from other countries who left our family, our friends, and the familiarity of our homes to travel to a new place and learn. Some of us have children, spouses, family members who depended on us to care for them. Some of us made our way through graduate school by balancing the pressures of working life with the stresses of student life. And many of us have experienced personal loss and pain that can't be seen just by looking at us. But despite everything that may have been stacked against us, here we are. There were probably times when this moment right now seemed impossible. There were definitely long nights when this day seemed very, very far away. But we pushed through, we worked harder, and when we failed, we tried again. And we made it. I am so incredibly proud of each one of you. So I'm going to ask you to do 2 things. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to celebrate yourselves. Take today to celebrate the incredible journey that you've just completed. Look around at the faces of your family, your friends, your classmates. Feel the weight of the cap on your head. Bask in the joy of what you've accomplished, because no matter what tried to stop you, you are here. Take this moment now and tuck it away to use as a talisman for the future. There will be days to come where you will feel uncertainty, self-doubt, failure. When those times come, pull this moment out and let it fill you up with the joy that you feel right now. Let it remind you that no matter what life may throw at you, you're strong enough to keep going. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do is for tomorrow, and it's also not for yourselves. Each one of us is a talented creator. We are painters, sculptors, filmmakers, actors, illustrators, we're art educators, game developers, and user experience designers. And our collective skills hold extraordinary power. I know I'm not the first person to say this, but the world's not always a fair place. It's full of beauty, kindness, and selflessness, but it is also full of apathy, violence, and oppression. I ask you to not be afraid of using your skills to give a voice to those amongst us who have been silenced. Do not be afraid to use your talent to shine light on what has been hidden and erased. When we look back on our lives, I want all of us to feel pride in knowing that while we might have achieved career success, we also used our creative voices for justice and equality. Make your life's work count. So today is for us, graduates, but tomorrow is for others. Congratulations to all of my fellow graduates.
And now, the moment you have all been waiting for. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Architecture, and Master of Fine Arts please stand? Don't be shy. President Stevens, on behalf of the Board of Directors, department directors, and faculty, it is my pleasure to present the candidates for the degree of Master of Architecture, Master of Arts, and Master of Fine Arts in the field of Fine and Applied Arts.
By virtue of the authority granted by the Charter of the Academy of Art University from the state of California and the powers vested in me by the governing board, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Masters of Architecture, Masters of Art, and Masters of Fine Arts, certified by your faculty with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, and certify and declare that you are now ready to practice on an advanced level your chosen field in fine and applied arts.
Will all the Master of Architecture, Master of Arts, and Master of Fine Arts candidates please come forward? That means this direction. I would like to remind you that a professional photograph of each graduate will be taken during the ceremony. Joining President Stevens to present the degrees is Academy of Art University Executive Vice President of Educational Services, Sue Rowley. And of course, we will begin with our graduate valedictorian, Leslie Matthews. And let us proceed with Master of Architecture degree candidates. Do you have the names? They haven't given you? Yi-Ching Chen. Jane G. Yangwan, Dima Al-Mubarak, Sandos Muhammad Ali A. Ashi, Rhea Alevi, Christina Trappi, Yashin Liu, Saraswati Sri Lalatadewi Latumahina, Sanam Parsi, Xianshu Drang, Jiangyu Ju, Wesley Chen, Yu Chen Wang, Ahmad Al-Farhan, Yazid Al-Motawa, Youssef Al-Jian, Yu Ming Liu, from the top. Adriana Enriquez, Raid Alewani, Sibek Nam, Mohammed Fouda, Fedi Rafael, Munjit Dugesar, Sufyan Beda, Chen Yao Chen, Chanan Jionam, Chao Chig Su, Nathan Conrad, Firas Shawesh, Erling Berg, Jesus Rolando Gutierrez, Tyler Michael Whalen. Is that it? And that is it for the Master of Art in Architecture degree. And now, oh, you can give them a little round. Master of Arts in Education, Sultan Sulaiman D. Alanezi, Stephanie Brand, Supamas Cheryopitchetnan, Lujain Zuhair Z. Gunayem, Jiayin Drang, the Master of Arts in Education. Our next category is Master of Arts in Multimedia Communication. Yuliang Sai, Ho Cheng Lu, Yilin Se, Cao Chen Lin, Wei Tang Qian, Xiao Xiao Ren, Jingyuan Li, Xiaoshuo Ma, Yali Yao, Pepe Lu, Chen Liu, Lian Wang, Yusen Ma, Wei Chong Liu, Ning Wang, Wen Li Wei, Shuang Zhang, Ya Fei Wei, James Burleson, Amirul Rahman bin Zainuddin, Namita Sofanadorn, Yishe Drao, Lorinda Janine King. She brought her own cheering section. Jingweng Huan, Liu Song, Wen Xuan Huang, Lucas Eduardo Pinheiro, Maitia Zavala, Malvina Wong, Tommy Liu, Eric Medina with decoration on top, Yi Ta Xie, Jinru Drao, Hui Ping Wu, Yang Hao Yu, Bolong Liu, Qin Shen, Wei Jing, Yiping Li, Dre Chen, Yi Yu, Tanini Ratanapatak, Picharut Bunyarut, Xiaolan Liu, Jean Klevitz, Daniel Kiperos Gonzalez, Andrea Gerlach. You must be an acting major. Yeah. Joanna Mills. Catherine Meehan LaFerrier. Dario Muzomechi. Same thing. Master of Fine Arts in Motion Pictures and Television, Benjamin Watkins. Lailani Amur Nimfa Arenzada. Adriana Nelson Cavilla. Alice Faye Knight, Pauline Van Beck, Ksenia Strelitz, Jordi Futanet, Laura Joanna von Inz, Marcelo Pautaso, Kia Moffat, Raitza Centeno Pagan, Shannon Rice, Juan Davis, Bolaji Tijani Kudas, Hao Chuan Drao, Ben Niu, Chang Xin Liu, Han Rui Wang, Jialing He, Ranzi Li, Nancy Liu, Pengkai Xia, Hanping Shao, Ravien Bracero, Hao Yao, Andy Wang, Liang Xia, Yuan Dai, Xin Liu, Pia Panuvatvanich, Jirayuth Limratana Saran, Karuna Amaraseth, Li Ying Chen, Yu Wei Wang. Go ahead. Xiaoxia Guo, Wei Yi Liu, Siwei Yu, Yue Bin, Xianyuan Lang, Bang Lin, Chuanzi Fei, Chuan Liu, Yu Qing Qian, Mark Bonin, Osama Salih K. Al-Harbi, Hashem Mohammed Ainusa, Niranjan Rajendra Deshpande, and that is it for the Master of Fine Arts in Motion Picture and Television. Next, we have the Master of Fine Arts in Music, Production, and Sound Design, Albert Bowman, Jonathan Barris, Siddhant, Ashley Williams, Chao Shuai, Hang Ying, Drendong Yu, Yu Bo Dru, Fan Yang, Tian Xiang Drang, Wendrao Pan, Qian Yu Lai, Shu Ting Tsai, Fang Fang Chu, Nata Kitikasam Sawat, Jonathan Yandel, Lori Broadnax, David Obedianto, Tanatorn Sirirak Sr. III, Patarapol Suryashe, Napat Sinkarat, Everett Elton Bradman, Stephanie Allison Au, Jun Sui Yu. And those are our Masters of Fine Arts in Music Production and Sound Design. Now we move to the Master of Fine Arts in Game Development. Emre Ekmeke. Catherine Yu. Corrali Rosario. Eric Wananen. Jonathan Hutt. Olena Vasilevska. Ho-Sung Shan. So-Young Park. Bo-Yeon Yu. Jin-Hwa Lin. Kan Huen. Yoon-Jung Kim. Jun-Ho Lee. Bing-Hao Yan. Tsai Tin Lin. Chung Hwa Su. Long Wang. Han Han. Tian Yu Liang. Triang Lin. Xiao Chen. Fengbo Han. Dreng Drang. Austin Heck. Is that it? That's it for game development. Now the Master of Fine Arts candidates in illustration. Edgar Mojica. Daniel Walker. John Wu. David Clark. Erica Love. Claire Makaraig. Hanyang Song. Gail Lin. Verona Chen Guan Fen. Ipek Tugtse Saihan. Sarah Taiba. Nicole Mather. Iman Rashid. Tidawan Taipinarong. Shiran Wang. Hong Shi Song. Andrew Steers. Stephanie Cortez. Derek Edgel. Mercedes Strong. Ralph Villalobos. Yu Lu. Jojo Yang. Guang Zhao. Richard Cifuentes. Kai Hang Lin. Chia San King. Master of Fine Arts in Illustration. Our Master of Fine Arts candidates now in Industrial Design. Wow, there's a lot of spirit in this one. Yeah. Chuhan Drang. Chen Wei. Ning Wang. Jie Ren. Hang Yan, Yi Chen Kuo, Myron Lee, Adam Gustafson, Sean Miller, Wen Xie Summer Chung, Nicholas Bongolan van Stok, Yufei Drang, Carolyn Chu, Nacho Rodviroj, Prangtip Sungitakul, Yongxia Chu, Xin Chen, Maria Fernanda de Alva, Yu Swan Lin, Kyler Swindley, that is the last of the industrial design. Now we move to the Master of Fine Arts in Advertising. Stephanie Putnam. An actor is advised never to share a stage with an animal. Sahar Golami. Shabnam Amini. Neelam Patel. Siname Pogosian. Maram Salim A. Al-Selhi. Meng Yuan Liu. Valentine Hella Koget. Pamela Bergeron. Razan Ali. Teresa Givens. Snow Shui Zhao. Sudipta Sangupta. Veronica Kistamas. Selena Devant. Adriana Pulido Solares. Chi Yu Chang, Sphinx. Colleen Babel. Alexandra Dax. Marissa Carroza. Eroica Maria de Souza. Tian Tian. Ryan Zaki A. Nawawi. Nawar Dakil S. Al-Harbi. Mohammed Abdullah Al-Harbi. Daifullah Badr A. Al-Shaibani. Sarah Yusuf. Huang Huen. Yi Yao. Chen Xian. Yuning Liu, Meng Shuang Tang, Xiao Chao Liang, Wei Yi Lin, Voravej Supawat. Sing. Chanunchida Piñasas, Natorong Ness, Peter Pan, I always wanted to meet you. Can I talk to you later? Pongdane Kufiram, Juan Liu, Napasanan Tantavanichkit, Kulawat Srikrisanapol, Andy Arnon Chinchuchan, Hani Ali G. Al-Sharhani, Sanad Saud M. Al-Huzali, Saud Mohammed A. Al-Arifi, Abdul Rahman Abdullah A. Al-Olayan, Talal Mohammed S. Al-Hamidi, Sultan Abdul Rahman Al-Gharzai, Saleh Abdulaziz A. Alaid, Alan Weilin Chan, Hisham Mubarak A. Aldosari, Mohammed Hamad I. Al-Hudaib, Abdullah Fahad S. Al-Tilasi, Rawan Abdul Majid, Ying Hui Yang, Bingze Wang, Uzuku Usel, Alvin Lasmana, Yen Po Wang, Bart Nie, Now we will move to interior architecture. Oh, we didn't get yours? What's his name? Bart Nie. Bart stood up for himself right then. That is it for the advertising students. Now we turn to interior architecture and design. Yikan Bao, Jiamin Shu, Mengling Shu, Jiaqi Drao, Mona Ali Al-Nimer, Mona Sayad F. Al-Amri, Haneen Al-Ser, Nala Muhammad Ali I. Muhana, Gadir Abdul Rahman M. Al-Khalifa, Mawada Salah M. Daftardar, Haifa Abdul Rahman A. Al-Adrisi. Nouf Majed A. Al-Monif. Abrar Shanab A. Al-Juhani. Amani Khalid J. Khan. Faten Omar M. Yangsari. Eltaf Zaki Felemban. Alam Akram M. Farhat. Hanan Abdul Rahman S. Al-Homodi. Fatima Abbasayali. Siramon Banchoetzakon. Thirapa Mekatithakom. Janatpak Kietvutinon. Minji Lee. Shi Yun Drao. Shi Yao Huang. Xin Yi Lin. Xin Che Su. Xiao Chi Chang. Xin Chin Wu. Wai Swan Chan. Po Hao Chuang. Jing Huang. Baran Fadeh Sugavaran. White Se Su. Wang Ran. Shudong Tian. Ran An. Xiaotian Drang. Jianing He. Cheng Gao. Chen Wei. Hao Chung-yang. Oksana Glazatova. Kristaline Adrianti. Fan Tao Nigi Tran. Patricia Goenawan. Pia Quiroga. Christina Bonilla. Angiris Roman. Rachel Knepp. Sohela Valikani. Jennifer Moore. Lisa Ann Simpson. Annie Tenkilisan. Betsy Stark. Lorena Prieto. Carmen Arguelles. Mustafa Kamash. Heidi Hanzawa. Jungmi Choi. Mariquin Canonizado. Ariane Vanaki. Neek Saif. Mitla Golami. Hussam Kudran S. Al-Zahani. Yin Drang. Jenny Bergen, Yen Van Tran, Nancy Faraghi, Jason Ho, Jae-Hoon Lee, same one, Mekhan Chan, Aisha Sadiq M. Barnwi, Huda Al-Jurbua, Aziza Ziad M. Zare, Naiba Kakach Campos, Mahmoud Ghazi M. Tiwab, Virginia Bello, Humberto Bravo Oviedo, Kurel Bud, Ray Patinas, Ruonan Fan, Tova Shakhter, Urjuan Osama R. Al-Sharif, Sheila Milani, Mingbi Luo, Li Shu, Rawan Amayof, and that finishes our names in interior architecture and design. I will take this moment to grab some water and switch sides. Our next category is Master of Fine Arts in Animation and Visual Effects. Alentine Tanujaya, Annie Wong, Bong Yol Lee, Eric Oxford, Gilbert M. T. Otieno, Victor Kim, Yin Jae Choi, Tai Ho Sun, Daniel Kwan, Tianlung Chen, Yi Shui Guan, Shu Liang, Bo Lu, Fei Chen, Yuting Chen, Wen Hui Du, Yi Wen Ding, Yu Ling Lin, Thomas Benoit Yolanda Marie de Malengro, Dimitri Milken, Candace Harvey, Larissa Holland, Ersi Drau, Rachel Bailey, Megan Green, Mary Kate Dangoya, Melissa Rosenzweig, BK Kefeli, Daniela Flam Jackson, Andy Wu, Naoki Nomura, Saketh Sai Devaneni, Hao Yuan, Anil Kumar Macharia, Shital Rao Ravi, Walea Jamil H. Sindhi, Naima Althani, Mayad Mohammed H. Al-Johani, Arum Hayat, Yang Yu, Meng Jiao Sun, Yi Wen Hu, Dylan Luo, Michael Jasper Baltzerson, Ian Mrack, Michael Marquez, Ye Song Yoon, Anna Ko, Jia Hee Jung, Jun Hyung Park, Chani Imada, Panap Bunsongchip, Natapong Piadirut, Kulapat Sri Krisanopol, Nadine Kisarian, Darian Brown, Ming Qian Wu, Dennis Lei, Guanan Lu, Ching Ya Yang, Xiaomeng Wu, Yu Wang, Dong Liang Bai, Malachi Maynard, Ri Jing Yang, Jie Drao, Chie Yu Wang, thank you, Jia Yi Wang, Bin Drew, Hai Ming Ku, Potswitch Jaritengam, Jinshin Gold Hu, Saran Sirika Samsap, Krishna Teja Vunava, Rhea Shetty, Tyler Pineo, Min Chen, Shui Jie Song, Lizzie Drang, Nan Li, Xiao Xiao Drang, Han Drang, Kedidra White, Charantan Pinsuan, Gustavo Reyes Torres, Kendra Williford, Danielle Johnson, Luis Briganti, Max Hulbert, Tatiana Samoilova, Emilio Gabay Saldate, Ting Jiang, Fang Yu Kuo, Kong Ying Zhang, Betty Lee Tsut Seng. Amber Suhan Chen. Luna Yue Hu. Yan Mei Yu. Chen Shi Li. Qian Chen Dreng. Shuo Pan. Juanita Rukcherismi. Kitia Chakorn Sirisakul. Sitakarn Mehdi. Gerald Anthony Stachel. Selen Attiker. Mustafa El Sayed. And that finishes our Master of Fine Arts in Animation and Visual Effects. Our next category is Master of Fine Arts in Fine Arts. Megan Riera. Deepa Kataria. Sabina Reindel. Star Lee. Kang Adam. Ai-Ling Tseng. Yifan Chi. Dong Tse Huo. Reza Al-Hosseini. Amani Hassan S. Bodakon. Hin Sanad F. Alfarhud. Sung Kim. Du Hong Min. Amal Sanad F. Alfarhud. Matthew Pierce. Brian Wilson. Inderpreet Kaur. Haley Parker Volk. Jimena Rendon Luna. Leon Ruiz. Lisa Taylor. Wen Yu. Runwen Chen. Qian Hui Day. Wu Tian Drang. Ying Tao Drew. Is that it for that category? Master of Fine Arts in Fine Arts. Now the Master of Fine Arts in Landscape Architecture. Jing Drao. Jing Xuan Gao. Zhuan Du. Yiting Wu. And that's it for Master of Fine Arts in Landscape Architecture. Master of Fine Arts in Jewelry and Metal Arts. Patricia J. Nelson. Orly Ruaimi. Gigi Lee. Yu Teng Yuan. And that is it for our candidates for Jewelry and Metal Arts. Our next category is for the Master of Fine Arts in Web Design and New Media. Cynthia Damian. Ruby Ann Galan Castro. Angela Perry. Chi Jing Fan. Duo Wei Mei Wu. Meng Ting Sun. Yue Fang Shi. Fan Mo. Jian Gao He. Robert Baker. Mark Teeter. Mark Tarabellini. Laura Nemuth. Stacy Ganoy. Rasha Al-Ruwaili. Zinuo Wang. Keteki Poyakar. Lindell Jean Thomas. Sultan Mohammed A. Al-Safi. Yongjiao Huang. Li Hua Lin. Xuan Zhao. Si Hai Lin. Wang Draojiang. Chun Teng Chang. Joyce Younes. Maria Yukemenko. Lu Wang. Xiaoqin Zhao. Su Ye Su. Yu Qin. Jiashuan Li. Min Chun Ko. Paul Carter II. Yao Lu. Irene. Amy Chung. Kwanta Chetasombat. Min Hua Wu. Chia Chia Tu. Shuo Chen Chuch. Mickey Huang. Mylene Cheng. Shuo Zhang. Adeline Te. Tansan Pathampongpun. Tim Tanapura. And that is it for Web Design and New Media. Graphic design is our next category. Gabriel Pasman. Hanisha Amin. Leslie Planji. Shelley Shah. Vivi Shu. Yuya Yoshida. Jingfan Chen. Yin Yin Liu. Yu Huchuan Chen, Flora Cruels Benzal, Sunt Hangsang Tam, Felix Longyang Wang, Miaonan Li, Chin Yi Li, Zhu Hua, Jana Heyer, Nicole Johnson, Ashley Quackenbush, Hannah Coward, Catherine Broughton, James Ston, Becky M. Sehenuk, Sarah Fisk, Natasha Katz, Carly Churchill, Preeti Kapadia, Lee Ziski, Aaron Harper Lee. And that is our final candidate for Master of Fine Arts in Graphic Design. We move now to the Master of Fine Arts in Fashion. Lubna Hisham Zahid, Yi Wen Wu, Sarah Sami Obari, Abrar Hamad E Al-Namari, Camille Lightbody, Warata Panichkul, Mengshi Yu, Truni Lee, Pai Jung Lin, Yinan Wang, Brinda Savalia, Allison Casala, Alva Harrell, Megan Ash, Jean Broughton, Andrea Nyberg, Tam Thi Tan Nguyen, Juan Chen, Liz Lee, Merzad Hemati, Ricky Peach, Aaron Milosevic, Christian Willman, Elinara Perry, Iana Wang, Kevin Smith, Ou Jean, Jesse Wang, Max Liu, Wenhan Yuan, Yan Lin Wang, Dan Xie, Cindy Shin Pang, Chia Yu Lin, Carrie Lin, Jacob Chen, Eli Chang, Minnie Chen, Shui Drang, Ke Drang, Ying Wen Shu, Wei Lin, Yan Lin Chen, Xiao Su Kang, Ming Fei Sung, Yu Wei Yu, Hong Ying Wu, Xin Chi Yao, Serena Farrell, Megan Frauendorfer, Tian Yan, Tim Chiang, Annie Chow, Marina Drao, Janice Tian, Jing Drao, Maha Abdullahim Aradwi, Crystal Alexander, Tian Wang, Yun Yu Yu, Shi Xuan Su, Wei Chen Lu, Sam Leroy, Kayan Luke, Yu Qian Yao, Yi Ting Chu, Yi Chun Chen, Chie-An Yen, Ran Shu, Chong Yu, Katarzyna Tarabula, Natsra Trikaroen Pisal, Yutian Gu, Fang Yan Wo, Loretta Green, Xing Liu, Wisdom Kofi, Sok Yim Tang, Ruth Stansbury, Hong Yu Guo, Xing Li, Xiaodan Jiang, Sudren Wang, Shi Wang, Sabrina Azevedo, Yadri Drao, Yafei Wang, Somchanak Bayakaporn, thanks, Tian Hang Drao, Jackie Leung, Tanaporn Ratanasak Sopana, Nantaporn Limsenthong, Chian Drao, Yi Xuan Chen, Mia Wang, Zhou Xuan Lu, Li Li, Kim Lin, Hui Xin Huang, Yi Hui Yan, Hong Ni, Xiao Wei Liu, Jia Song, Yi Wending, Shengru Jin, Nayila Abdurrahman Ayub Tursun. Sipinya Suwan Prasert. Xiaojun Tsai. Titipon Pichikul. Putiluk Lertsu Thirak. Tricha Sirasumpan. Winsome Brown. Philip Holmes. Maya Clemens. Aaron Newsom. And that finishes our Master of Fine Arts in Fashion Design.
Just to confirm the emblem, don't forget there. 1, 2, 3. It's written in front.
And now our Master of Fine Arts candidates in photography. Si Peng. Hejia Lee. KK Drang. Miranda Watson. Caroline Thompson. John Wright. Kamin Joensuk. Madeline Farin. Annabelle Tete. Lucy Glover. Megan Kathleen Duffy. Ning Jia. Yuan Pu. Yu Chao Tian. Hisong Jiang. Chuan Ma. Catherine Rees Schapper. Viviana Torres. Courtney Gordon. Jennifer Spitzer. David Stone. Aaron Draper. Megan Mack. Chelsea Hall. Francis Fausto Tady. Jesse Vaira. Laura Ard Hornage. Michael Owen. Raquel Brooke Fortuna. Starla Brown. Isabel Freiberger. Those are our candidates for Master of Fine Arts in Photography. Our last category, the Master of Fine Arts in Visual Development. Edgar Kim. Carlos Vasquez. Javier Avendano Andrade. Aditya Madhukar Patil. Kritache Srajugawan. Chloe Stanfield. Jessica Dobson. Maria Youssef H. Baksh. Jing Zhao. Bo Tang. Fu Yi Yang. Chiravad Sibun Ruang. Andrea Malpica Neri. Kara Brown. Nutruda Sachawacharafang. Mili Kim. Yun Ji Choi. Ali Hossein Khan. Aaron McGarry. Will all the new Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts, and Master of Architecture degree recipients please stand? Graduates, congratulations. You may move your tassels to your left. Your left. Congratulations. And please be seated. Monsignor Schlitt will now close the commencement exercises with the benediction, after which we will ask you to rise and observe the recessional led by President Stevens, distinguished guests, vice presidents, and directors.
Amazing. Students from all over the world. How many had their names pronounced incorrectly? You did it again, Marvin. Marvin, a big hand. While you all were graduating, I was trying to make something from nothing. It's got a great aroma. Tastes like water. Perhaps President Stevens will do a course in miracles next year.
You're on. You're on.
All over the world, you know, you have that little package of seeds with a beautiful picture on the cover of a flower or a vegetable, and they're little tiny seeds inside. And on the back, it gives you all the instructions. It tells you where to plant them, where to put them, how much water to put on them, how much sunshine they need, what the time limit is. In your culture and your families where you come from, your parents didn't always have those kinds of instructions. And look at you today. You've come out to be someone who has accomplished a great deal. It's not easy for what you've accomplished today. And God has blessed you from all over the world. You've come to this beautiful city of St. Francis, and St. Francis said to his people all over the world, Vi voglio tutti in paradiso. I want to see you all in paradise. Vi voglio tutti in paradiso. I hope that you continue doing a loving thing by all your art and your creative ability. And may God bless you and your families and all those who've made sacrifices to get you to this point in your life. Success, peace, and happiness. Amen.
Now I ask that everyone please rise. And please remain standing till the end of the recessional, after President Stevens, the directors, and distinguished guests have exited the auditorium. Thank you.
it a draw. Some nights I wish that my lips could build a castle. Some nights I wish they just fall off. But I still wake up, I still see your ghost. Oh Lord, I'm still not sure what I stand for. Oh, what do I stand for? What do I stand for? Most nights I don't know anymore. Found a martyr in my bed tonight. Stops my bones from wondering just who I am, who I am.